everybody. Thanks so much for joining us right here on Lara Trump, Wanted for Questioning. I can't wait to hear some of the questions that you have, so let's start. Question number 1. How was the Super Bowl? Well, it wasn't much of a game. Fun to be there. Shocking that this is the first time a sitting president has gone to a Super Bowl. I don't know what's more American than the Super Bowl. I think that's one of the things we can all come together as a country on. Everybody tunes in. It's usually a very exciting thing to experience. Loved being there when we had our very first sitting president, the 47th president, Donald Trump, there to enjoy. And I think if you tuned in during the national anthem, you saw that people went absolutely nuts whenever they showed President Trump up on the Jumbotron, whenever the camera scanned over to him. That was pretty cool. Didn't go so hot for Taylor Swift, though. Quite the opposite reception there. And I don't know if it's because there were a lot of Eagles fans there, which obviously they would be they would not be rooting for her based on her boyfriend, or that was just generally the vibe there. I don't know what the story was, but probably not a great night for her. It wasn't a great night for the Kansas City Chiefs either. My son and my husband decided they were going to root for the Chiefs, and my daughter and I decided we were going to root for the Eagles. So my son, I posted on Instagram, made himself a Patrick Mahomes shirt from scratch out of markers. Didn't really go well for him either. So he had to pay up to my daughter whenever everybody got up the next day. But it was a fun time, fun to go. And I just think generally the vibe is the same across the country. No matter if you're in the Superdome in New Orleans, watching the Super Bowl, out in California where I was last week, or, right here in the great free state of Florida, people are happy. People are excited Donald Trump is back in the White House, and you could feel it there. Okay. Next question. When did you work with French Montana? So I recorded a song with French Montana many, many, many months ago. I'm going to say probably 8 or 9 months ago now, but it wasn't the right time to release something in the middle of a campaign, an election, while I was RNC co-chair, and I wanted to focus myself 100% on winning that election. So I said, we're going to put it on hold. We're going to wait on this. And now we're ready to release our song. So it'll, I think February 21st it drops. So stay tuned. You can find it anywhere that you get your music, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you stream stuff. Check it out. Get excited, because I think that my music fans on the left are surely excited about this one. I told you guys I wasn't done. I told you there was more to come. And the more you guys throw hate my way, the more it makes me want to continue to do this. So thank you for your encouragement to get to this moment right now. But it was very cool. What a fun experience. And it's different. It's different than the two that I've released thus far. So I'm excited for you guys to hear it. Let me know what you think. February 21st. Check it out. Okay, next question. What movie never gets old no matter how many times you've seen it? Wow, there are a couple of them. I mean, look, I can watch Christmas Vacation pretty much all year long, all the time, and I can quote every single line in there. Of course, I get that it's a Christmas movie and that's a must watch for the entirety of the holiday season. I'm going to say Coming to America is one of them. It's a classic. I haven't seen the new one. I know they did a Coming to America too. Never saw it because I kind of felt like it may ruin the original for me. And I don't know what this says about me, but I love the movie Pretty Woman. Every time it's on, I'm going to tune into that. I don't know what it says. Overall, it's a love story. Overall, it's a positive ending. So I love that. Julia Roberts, just epic. It's one of the great movies, and it takes me back to my childhood. Why was I watching this movie when I was a child? That just dawned on me. I don't know, but I loved it nonetheless. So those are definitely 3 that if they're on, I'm probably going to tune in. I'm probably going to watch the whole thing because they're great. Never get tired of them. I can probably quote all of them line by line throughout the entirety of the movie. So test me on that sometime. Okay, what do we have next? Congrats on the new Fox show. Thank you. What can we expect from you on Saturday night? So in case you haven't heard, I'm going to have a show on Fox. It launches February 22nd. I'm going to have a big week next week. We got a lot going on. It's going to be on Fox at 9 p.m. every Saturday night. And, I want to dive deeper into the people making the big change in our country right now. Obviously, you got Donald Trump at the top, who definitely will be a guest on my show. It's called My View. You can look at that a lot of different ways. We have The Right View. It's my podcast. You've heard of The View. This is My View. I'm sure the ladies at The View are going to be very happy with this name choice. But I really want to dive in deeper and talk to the people who are moving our country in the right direction, whether that's Kristi Noem, at DHS, whether it's Elon Musk at Doge, whether it's our new Attorney General, Pam Bondi, whether it's hopefully RFK Jr. At HHS. These are people who are going to make such an impact on our lives right now and in the future. They're changing America beside Donald Trump. And I think that's pretty cool. And I want to learn more about them. I want to follow them around, a day on the job with all of them, and really kind of give viewers an insight into what goes on behind the scenes, what makes these people tick, and the big moves that they are actually making. So stay tuned. Coming up really soon. I'm very excited about it. 9 p.m. Saturday nights, starting February 22nd. So get ready for that too. For years, customers have been asking if MyPillow sells cross necklaces like the one Mike Lindell proudly wears every day. Well, guess what? You're in luck. They are excited to announce that Mike has partnered with a jeweler right here in the USA to create beautiful sterling silver My Crosses. You can save 30% today using promo code TRUMP at mypillow.com and click on the radio podcast square, or call 800-624-3945 and be sure to use promo code TRUMP. You can choose from the women's or men's style, and make sure you do it soon because this amazing offer won't last long. Just go to mypillow.com and click on the radio podcast square, or call 800-624-3945 and use promo code TRUMP. Next question. What's the worst job you've ever had? Once upon a time, I worked at an air show in Wilmington, North Carolina, in Red Baron. That's the name of it. A Red Baron food truck serving pizzas all day. I'm talking, I got there at like 7 a.m. and I don't think I left until 7 p.m. No breaks all day. People are hungry. They're coming at you. They're crazy. It was hot, hotter in the food truck because we're making the pizzas in there. It was totally nuts. That I remember leaving that day working that Red Baron food truck, and no shade to Red Baron, pizzas are great. That was a lot. That was a tough one for me. It was just a tough day. People at these air shows, you get in there and they don't let you out. They're hungry. They want their pizzas. They want them now. And that one was probably one I'd probably not like to repeat again. The good news is that a lot of people had a lot of really good pizza delivered by yours truly that day at the Wilmington Air Show. So, but you know what I think? I think that that's a good thing. And I hope my kids both have experiences like that, because it really makes you appreciate anybody who's working jobs like that. I have such an appreciation. I've been a waitress for many years, a bartender. I've done a lot of different jobs. I've said this before, not just AOC who does those jobs. And so I think it's good to experience the whole swath of what it is to work in the United States of America. I've had jobs all over the board. And that one sticks out in memory, though, as probably one that I never want to do again. So luckily, I got you guys here with me for Lara Trump Wanted for Questioning. We got The Right View. We've got My View on Fox. I've got the Lara Trump collection, clothing line, and some other stuff coming out soon. You heard about a song. There could be some documentary coming out soon, so you're going to have to stay tuned for all of it. So no more Red Baron pizza truck for me. All right, final question. What's a bigger deal, the return of plastic straws or no more men in women's sports? From a safety perspective and just overall common sense, I'm going to say no more men in women's sports. The fact that that was happening is absolute insanity. That we were even acknowledging that as something even rational, let alone implemented in a lot of our schools, in our sports arenas across the country. It's crazy. It was absolute insanity. And as a mom of a daughter who plays sports now, she's only 5, but the trajectory of things was pretty frustrating and pretty scary. So thank you, President Trump, for getting rid of men and women's sports. The plastic straws is a whole nother level. That's the kind of thing where people would be so frustrated and irritated by plastic straws, by paper straws. There's nothing worse than a paper straw. Anytime I would go, there's like fancy coffee shops in New York City. I remember going and being very excited about paying way too much for like a nice iced coffee. And then they give it to you with a paper straw. This is lasting me 2 minutes. Maybe if I'm lucky, if it's hot outside, less than that, 90 seconds. I got until this thing starts to deteriorate. And if you heard President Trump describing it, he's saying they break apart, they explode. Yeah, they're really bad. And every parent out there knows it's the kiss of death with your kids. These kids get a hold of a paper straw, forget it. You're done. Somebody's crying. It's a disaster. So this is just common sense. This is why we wanted to vote Donald Trump back into the White House, because we want things done the right way. We don't want things forced on us, whether it's a vaccine, whether it's a paper straw, whether it's men and women's sports. Let us live our lives. Let us make our own choices. Thank you, President Trump. These are great moves that we're making. We love to see it happen. And I think people are just going to be happier because of it. And a happy country is a great country. So we're already on the way to making America great again. All right, that's going to do it for us for this episode of Lara Trump Wanted for Questioning. Make sure you send us more under this episode on any of our social media sites. We will try to answer all of it, and we'll get to as many as we possibly can. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and follow, and we will see you next time right here for Lara Trump Wanted for Questioning. I feel like that was very fast. Nothing is worse than being on a phone call that drops. Nothing is worse than trying to text someone and you can't reach them because your phone is out of service range. And nothing is worse than supporting these major corporations and companies who don't support us. That is why I love Patriot Mobile. They are America's only Christian conservative wireless network. They use every cell tower out there available to all networks so that they have the greatest 4G and 5G coverage nationwide, and they support the causes that are important to us as conservatives. If you go today to patriotmobile.com/Lara Trump and use the promo code Trump, you will get free activation today. Again, that is patriotmobile.com/Lara Trump. The promo code is Trump for free activation so that you can get a great cell plan and feel good about doing it.